Okay, YouTube. This is Nezarek, another Nezazari video. Kind of unhappy doing this video right now. Not that I have to do a video, but well, I guess kind of that I have to do a video. But I mean, it's more so the fact that it's getting so ugly. You know, I mean, really ugly. Like freaking. This video is pretty much about two things, and why I'm kind of in favor for gun control, more so now, even after Sandy Hook. Okay, Sandy Hook was bad, it was ugly, but I'm just seeing like all this shit that nobody's really acknowledging, you know. So let's talk about the Trayvon Martin case a little bit, not a lot, but we're gonna talk about that and the New Jersey, Millburn, New Jersey home invasion. We're gonna talk about why these two cases are just, you know, advocating guns, and why one kind of advocates gun control, in my opinion. Okay, now let's talk about Millburn. There's a woman in her house. Any of you who have seen the video, clicked on this video after, you know, whatever, and if you've watched any other videos with all these people in the comment section, people making response videos saying that if she had a gun things would be different, blah 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 blah. I mean, that's true, but I mean, look what she was wearing. That woman had no plans of doing anything. She was chilling out, relaxing with her kids, when this fucking asshole comes in and starts beating the shit out of her for absolutely nothing. Okay, like what he got was probably nothing compared to what he's gonna get, you know. So anyway, when I say what he's gonna get, I mean what the ass whoopings he's gonna get in jail, guaranteed. You get your ass whooped in jail for that shit. People in prison have wives, kids, and all that shit. He's gonna be PC'd up, guaranteed. You know, especially for that shit. Freaking the Woods are gonna be after him. You know, anybody with a wife and kids are probably gonna be after that fool. You know, especially if they're stupid. that's just karma for you. For any of you who don't know that, like that fool's gonna get fucked up if that's seen. Okay. Anyway, that case generated a lot of talk about how she would have been so much better off with a gun. And I've commented on these videos saying a gun would have pretty much, she didn't have time for that. She didn't have time to run upstairs and grab her gun. She was not going to outrun that man, okay? A dude who's hopped up as soon as he gets in the door. She doesn't know how to react to that. She's not a fucking soldier. She's not a cop. You know, she can't do anything about that besides and get her ass beat, which what happened was just exactly what happened, okay? So my solution to that was, you know, get a big ass fucking dog. A big ass fucking dog isn't gonna sit there and watch some dude that's a different color than you are come in and beat your ass. He's gonna fuck that dude up. A German Shepherd, a Rottweiler, something big that can fuck a grown ass black dude up. Bottom line. And I hate to say that being a grown ass black dude, but I mean that's the reality of the situation. You know, to beat freaking somebody like that, you have to get something that's bigger and stronger than that. Doesn't necessarily have to be bigger, but a fucking dog is armed all the time. You know, he's always loaded. You know, he's always at your side. You don't have to freaking do much besides scream, you know, his name, and he's gonna come to the rescue. He's gonna protect his owner. Okay? Anyway, I mean, that brings up the topic, you know, oh, what if the dog freaking gets shot by the intruder? If the dog gets shot by the intruder, then okay, maybe if you did have a gun, that would help. You know, but I mean, one without the other is kind of like whatever. I mean, even if the intruder shot the dog's probably still gonna go after him, knowing that he's protecting you. Okay, I mean, he knows that there's an immediate threat. So anyway, let's get off of that and talk about the reason why I think that, you know, guns aren't good, because people with guns tend to do things that they wouldn't normally do. Okay, the Trayvon Martin case, check my time, is the perfect example of that. George Zimmerman, who's trained in MMA, you know, and probably bought a gun and decided to train half-assed, like, oh, well, if I can't beat him, I have a fucking gun. You know, is the perfect example of someone doing something that they wouldn't normally do. George Zimmerman, without a gun, wouldn't have chased down Trayvon Martin. You don't chase a black dude that's bigger than you are down the street who could possibly have a gun unless you have a fucking gun. You know, you don't fucking go tackle someone that you've never met before with no weapon unless you know that your ace in the hole is a fucking gun. You know, and that's why Zimmerman went over there. You know, it pushed him to shove. I could say it was self-defense. That's exactly what he did. And he killed a resident of the neighborhood he was supposed to be protecting. Community watchman as a profession means you don't have a fucking job and you're a fucking bum. I'm sorry. I don't care how anybody else sees that. That's what that fucking means. You don't get paid for community watch, okay? Unless you're in a gated community with security. Then you get a uniform, a badge, and authority to take people down, and they know that, okay? Zimmerman wasn't a cop. He wasn't somebody who had authority. You know, even a security guard, you know, wouldn't pull his gun in that situation. He'd be like ready to detain the guy, but he wouldn't have pulled his fucking gun. Zimmerman pulled his fucking gun because he was a fucking civvy chasing down some dude that he had no business chasing down. Anyway, I avoided this video because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about Zimmerman. I'm tired of hearing about Trayvon. You know, I'm tired of hearing about this asshole who did this shit to this poor woman. You know, but I mean, people are getting deluded. You know, they're thinking that guns can solve the issue, but that woman would have died if she had a gun that day. She wouldn't have had it on her hip. It would have been by her nightstand. You know, it would have been somewhere else where it wasn't readily available. Sorry, I had to check the time. And she would have probably, instead of just ended up getting her ass beat, she probably would have ended up getting herself killed. And if he decided to go somewhere else, now that he has a gun, he probably would have ended up killing someone else. That dude was a piece of shit from what I hear. 42 years, and that's all he's done. Beat asses and rob houses. You know? And it's even more disappointing being a black man, because it's a bald black man, 5'8" to 6 foot, 220 pounds, bald with a beard. That's me, okay? Seriously. So, I mean, that really fucking bothers me, that if I was in the wrong area at the wrong time, I could have went to prison and been labeled this piece of shit that did something so heinous, you know? So, I mean, black people are bothered by it. All of you white fucks out there, white supremacist fucks out there saying, you know, oh, blacks this, that, and that. What? Dude, believe me, the black community's pissed too. Especially black men. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like and subscribe. This is Nezrak.